Hey, what's up guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. Thanks guys for joining me again. I apologize, I hadn't been on and it's been about 9 days since I made a video. Holidays were crazy busy. I think it's the first time I've ever taken off like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight days in a row, which is like impossible when you're owning your own business. But even though I took off 10 days in a row, I feel like I was doing something constantly. We had our youth ministry retreat, and that usually lasts for 4 days, but we got iced in. Yeah, here in Texas, we got iced in, so we ended up having to stay out there another night. So my internal clock is all messed up, and I'm just tired all the time. So I'm trying to get back going again, trying to get excited again, trying to get things going again. So again, I appreciate you guys' patience while I work on getting this thing back on track again. So I thought what I would do today, I've made a bunch of different changes in the fish room, so I thought I'd take you guys around, let you see some of the things that are going on, some of the changes that I'm making, some of the changes that I'm looking into making, and just catch you guys up on it all. Alright, so here we are at the 55 gallon. This originally was a tank that had the discus and gold rams and chocolate longfin plecostomus in it. So what I decided to do is turn, again, this tank into a breeding for profit tank. So you remember in the previous videos I was trying to decide which fish that I wanted to put in here, which guppies that I wanted to use. I wanted to find some of the ones I enjoyed the most, and also find the ones that look the best. So what I decided to use were the red leopards. Two reasons. The male, as you can see back there, just has some phenomenal coloring. Just absolutely love his color pattern. He's got some really cool metallic colors that are coming out of him. But also what I really like is the females. As you see these two females hanging around him right here, they just have absolutely beautiful tails too. So these are the ones that I've decided to go ahead and keep in this tank. As you look around, you'll probably see there's probably 50 or 60 at least fry that are swimming around in here. And then we got this one male in here that this is a half black blue male. I don't know what the heck he's doing in here. I don't have any idea how he got mixed up in here, but I guess I need to pull him out so we don't have a whole bunch of different crossbreeding of these guys. Also, I still have all the longfin chocolate plecostomus. They're all kind of hidden right now. There's kind of one there. There's one back there on the tube. And then also what I've got I don't know, 4 or 5 mystery snails. Wichita Falls Fish Keeper, if you remember some of, he typically posts on a lot of my videos. He was kind enough to send me these for free, and he also sent me some black bar endlers that I'll show you guys later. I absolutely love these mystery snails. I've actually asked him if I could buy some more from him. Something else also is Tyler from Fish Freaks Plus put a post on Facebook that he had a whole bunch of Java moss for sale. It was basically about a pound of it, and that's without any water, so that was a lot of Java moss. So you can see a little bit of it right here. That's probably only about 15% of it. I've got it mixed in with a bunch of other different tanks. I just got that stuff in the other day, so it's only been in here for about 3 or 4 days. I like this stuff a whole lot better than the guppy grass. It doesn't seem to make as much of a mess. So I'm probably going to start using this stuff in a lot of tanks. It worked really good in the one guppy tank that I had the American kois in. So I'm going to keep on using that stuff. Alright, so let's move on to the next change. Okay, so the next big change is, if you guys remember before, I've had some swordtails in about 5 or 6 different tanks. I've just gotten tired of those. I don't really want them anymore. So what I did is I moved them into the 55 gallon that I have up in the front. I don't really care so much about breeding those anymore. So what I decided to do is I decided again to take the most prolific and the guppies that I like the most and to move them down here. So I've moved the the half black blue guppies in here. As you can see, there's again probably about 50 or so fry that are in there. And then in the next one over, these are the Bluegrass Guppies. These are the ones that I don't typically like the color patterns too terribly much, but these things are incredibly prolific. They just breed absolutely like crazy. I've got another 10-gallon tank that just has fry in it that probably has over 100 in it alone. Starting to see a lot of finnage that's starting to come out yellow, so I'm kind of interested to see what some of these males end up looking like. And then the other 20-gallon tank, this one is the American Koi Guppies. As you can see, these guys are doing fantastic also. Got a zillion or so of these. These are the ones that originally had the Java moss in. The Java moss seems to work the best here for keeping the fry hidden. So I've got some other 20 gallons that I am getting some swords out of also and moving them into the front tank. And then I think I'm also going to put one of the other strains of guppies in those also. I'm gonna change up a lot of what I'm doing in this rack system over here. Okay, so here we have a 40-gallon breeder. All the plants that I bought in that last plant video, I've decided to put those in here, I think temporarily. I just needed to get someplace to put them in for now. You'll notice the only fish that I currently have in here is this gold ram. He's the last of the 4 that I originally bought, and he seems to absolutely love it in here. His coloring absolutely looks fantastic. I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably order some more of these gold rams and put them in here with him. I'm keeping the temperature on this thing about 82 degrees, so I'll probably get some, maybe some cardinal tetras, maybe get about 50 or so cardinal tetras to put in here also. At first I didn't really know what I'm doing with this tank, but I'm kind of liking the way that it looks. And like Minnie said, I'm slowly but surely falling in love with plants, which I can't afford, but what are you gonna do? All right, so let's move on to the next change. All right, so when I emptied out a few tanks to move them into the 20 gallons, I had some more room. Actually, I think I have 5, 10, I've got about 15 tanks now that are cycled that I don't have anything in, that I'm not 100% sure what exactly that I'm doing with them yet. But these guys right here, these are half black yellows. I ordered some fish off of someone on Aquabid. I didn't do an opening for these guys, but I ordered, actually the bid I won was for some steel nebulas that I'll show you just in a second. But typically whenever I buy something from someone, I typically ask them what else they have. So he also had these. Again, these are half black yellows. Really like the way these guys look, so I went ahead and picked those up. Again, it's just a single pair. And the other thing that I picked up from him was these, I think he calls them American Blue Deltas. Right now, his tail is a pretty light blue. I think some of the adults I saw, it was kind of more of a, maybe more of a turquoise. Again, this is another one that I got a pair, and then I think there's like one fry that's swimming around there also. And then next we have the, these are the black bar endlers. These are the ones also I told you that were given to me by Wichita Falls Fish Keeper. I think he gave me, I don't know, I think there's about 10 or so in there total. At first, when I was doing guppies, I didn't really like endlers, and I don't know why I didn't like them, to tell you the truth. Went to a fish store one day, and they had some crazy pattern colors on endlers, and my wife really liked them, so I decided that it was time to start moving into endlers also. All right, let's move on to the next tank. Okay, so here we have the steel Nebulas guppies. These are also bought with the other 2 on the Aquabid. These are the ones that I actually bid for. I think I've got 7 of them, and I think it was, I don't know, maybe $25 or something that included shipping. I don't know, it was a fantastic deal that I couldn't pass up on. I did make an unboxing for them because they were pretty small when I first got them, so they look more like, kind of like feeder guppies when they first came in. So I decided not to do an opening for them. But they're starting to bring their color and stuff out now and starting to look pretty good. So I'm pretty excited about these. I have some pink steel nebula guppies from Michael. They look a little bit different. So that's why I've got 2 different strains now. Thanks again for joining me for another Fishroom update. I really appreciate it. Be sure and leave a comment below if you have one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I put out new videos. Thanks again, Guy, for stopping by, and God bless.